Joe Musgrove got lit again, second start now. I don't know what his ERA is, but it's not good. Musgrove, who gave up 4 runs, didn't get anybody out in his first start, gave up 4 runs in the first inning today to Cleveland. He got through an inning, 2/3 before they pulled him. So he's given up 8 runs in 1.2 innings. You'll have to figure out the ERA for me, smart guy. He's not ready. It's going to take some time. He'll come back probably on the weekend and get another start and see if they can build on it. But if we get to a third start and he's still not getting anybody out and he's still giving up runs, then I think it dawns on you that he's not going to be ready for the start of the season. And maybe he winds up staying in extended spring training. Or maybe he goes on the disabled list and goes to extended spring training because it's evident that he's not ready coming off the shoulder capsule issue. Padres are playing Cleveland. Interesting story. The Padres put a bid in on Kike Hernandez, the super utility guy who had been with the Dodgers for an extended period of time, went to the Red Sox, came back to the Dodgers, and then became a free agent. The Padres are one of 4 teams that made an offer. I was told the Dodgers made an offer, and the Dodgers just made a trade. So maybe Hernandez is going to wind up going back there. Dodgers just traded the center fielder. Manny Margot goes to Minnesota.
Mm-hmm.
That just happened. So maybe the Padres, who tried hard to get Hernandez, who's, he's a 6-position guy.
Yeah.
He can play a bunch of these infield, all 3 outfielders, and can pinch hit. They tried. They didn't get him. The Yuki Matsui situation, there's a little bit of concern. He's got inflammation in his back. He pitched that 1 inning and struck out 3 and was really dominant and didn't feel right after that. It hasn't felt right since that injury. So they don't, at this point, it's not that they're going to give him a cortisone injection. They'll do therapy and rehab, etc., and then we'll see how he feels a week or so from now. But Yuki Matsui had an MRI that showed inflammation. A little surprised, the Korean relief pitcher, Suk-Go, has yet to throw in a game and has only been working on the back fields, which means he's with the minor leaguers. And now they say he's going to pitch maybe Wednesday or Thursday of this week. But I would have thought, based on his career in Korea, he would have been right there front and center with Matsui and all the other guys on the main staff. But it's not. So I don't know if there's a setback here or whether they're working on some things, because it is different. I mean, when you come from abroad, it's a different mound, it's a different ball, and obviously it's culture and everything else. So Go has yet to throw with the big club. I think right now, based on the first week of the spring training games, I think Jackson Merrill is going to make this club, and maybe it's going to be as your center fielder or maybe your left fielder, because he had a couple more base hits on Sunday, and he's hitting .333 in the spring, and he's playing a pretty decent outfield right now. Now, this is early, and we still have a whole pile of games before they go to South Korea to meet the Dodgers. And one of the guys who came from the Yankees, Randy Vasquez, pitched really well in his first start, 2 shutout innings. That was a pretty good start for Vasquez. Not a good start for Johnny Brito. Michael King obviously is pitching out of the bullpen in this Monday game. So there's a lot of news and notes there around the Padres. Sean?
I love Jackson Merrill, the whole story, and he plays with such confidence. I think he's only 20 years old.
Yeah.
And boy, this guy plays like a pro. He carries himself like a pro, a lot like Ethan Salas, who, by the way, is only 17. So I think this is going to work out okay, because we weren't sure, was Profar going to be in left, or now maybe Merrill, but then do you have Profar play center, or do they still need to get another outfielder?
I don't think they got a lot of budget space to go get anybody else, but so far so good. Now, I caution you. I always say this about rookies. Everything looks good early on. When they start throwing old Charlie, curveball, batting averages go down for rookies.
You had trouble with the curve.
Yeah, exactly. So let's just see what the next 3 weeks are like for Jackson Merrill, but pretty impressive kid out of the gate. A positive to speak of right now till they start throwing old Charlie.